Citrus farmers are keeping an eye on the forecast right now. In 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser's in Dade City, where kumquat growers are trying to salvage their crop ahead of the annual festival later this month.
Well, as you can see, there's no shortage of fruit on the kumquat trees right now here in Dade City, but they might have to quickly harvest as much of it as they can depending upon the forecast. A major decision and undertaking that could come down to just a couple of degrees.
That's pretty.
According to Greg Gude, one of the area's largest growers, his citrus crop can tolerate temperatures as low as 27 degrees, but not for long, and below that, they'll likely see some damage. If it looks like next week's Arctic blast will come close to that, the plan is to harvest as much of the fruit as they can, but the trees could still be at risk. So he and other growers are monitoring the forecast very closely.
I'm watching and you know, I'm going to be cautious because we are going to go ahead and pick next week. We're going to pick for the commercial customers, and we will hold some in reserve for us. But if it looks like it's going to be real cold, then that reserve will be picked and we will store that, put it in refrigeration. It will be perfectly fine. Kumquats last 4 to 6 weeks in refrigeration here in Florida. Up north, they'll last a lot longer, but we'll have enough for people to come and at least get the kumquats.
This year's Kumquat Festival is scheduled for January 25th. Not enough time for new fruit to come in and ripen. So the plan is to harvest as much as they can and ensure there's plenty available for the annual event. Beyond that, though, is a big question mark that could come down to just a degree or two. In Dade City, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.
Farmers say it's also important to harvest the crop ahead of the cold weather, since a large portion of their seasonal profits come from selling to commercial businesses like supermarkets. In fact, it's about twice as much as they'll sell during the annual Kumquat Festival.